Hello everybody, welcome back to my gaming review. Today I want to talk about a very scary scenario where in the future everything gaming related must be DRM and everything must be online only. Now I was thinking about this because I'm an offline gamer, but as we have I guess you can say progressed and as gaming has become well, I'm not gonna say better over time, but as we're in the future of gaming and all that stuff. I was thinking about this. I was like, what if the future of gaming is where we have online only consoles? Now, back in, I believe, 2013, Microsoft really pushed for a online only Xbox One console. The good thing is, though, is that Xbox fans saved that from happening by complaining online and saying, we do not want to have to check in online to an Xbox One. You should be able to play your game console offline. And the good thing is that Xbox fans were able to tell the company, like, you're not going to do this, you're not going to force us to have to check in every time we want to play a game, because obviously that's stupid. So the Xbox One and the Xbox Series, you can actually play offline completely and all that other stuff. But Xbox was the company that really pushed for a online only kind of future. And, nowadays we have games that require internet connections, even if they're a single-player game. I've seen a couple of single-player games that actually require you to have a Wi-Fi connection to play it, which is ridiculous if it's a single-player game. And obviously, I've seen PlayStation do this as well, where if you look at the PlayStation 5 Slim with the disk drive, you have to actually check in your disk drive. Now, it is a one-time setup for your disk drive. So every time you, well, not every time, but if you buy a brand new PS5 Slim, the physical edition, you have to actually sign into the internet connection, and then you have to make it, update it to where it knows that the disk drive you're using is for that console. I think it's like a licensing thing, but I do not like the internet stuff. I do not like how they kind of make certain things internet only or like a requirement. Now, in my opinion, I think that every single game ever made should have an offline mode. I think that every single game should have the ability to go offline, because my issue is that we've seen it before in the past. Games do die if they're online only because there's no AI, there's no offline mode. You can play the original Killzone games completely offline because they got bot mode. You can play Star Wars Battlefront 2, Star Wars Battlefront, the original, the Star Wars Battlefront games in general. You can play those games single player offline because they're not going to die. But games like if Fortnite, which I don't really care about Fortnite, but I'm going to use this as an example. If Fortnite was to ever, let's just say the company decides to move on from Fortnite one day, right? If they close the servers down, you will no longer be able to access that game because, number one, it requires an internet connection, and it requires it needs to have the connection to the Epic Games servers. And that is a very scary future where gaming requires you to have an internet connection, because not everybody has the best Wi-Fi, and some people do prefer to play single-player offline games, or to at least have the option to go offline and to be able to actually enjoy an experience offline. And that is the way gaming should be. I think that we should always push for offline-friendly games because it keeps these games alive. Like, imagine if Call of Duty was online only, and imagine if they cut the services off for, let's say, Vanguard or Black Ops Cold War or Black Ops 3, right? And if they close down the servers, that game's just dead. But the good thing is that people can still go back in time and enjoy those games because they have a single-player offline experience. And the other thing is that it will also affect the game console, because imagine if the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 required an internet connection. Microsoft closed down the 360 and all the services to it. So you can no longer play 360 online. You can no longer buy games on 360 or download games. And that is going to happen to the PS3 soon, where you can no longer access anything online. Of course, those systems have physical disk drives, and they do not require a internet connection. But imagine a future where game consoles do, and every single time you upgrade, the company will shut down that past console for good, and that's it for your games. That's it for basically like your entire library and your console. But anyway, tell me in the comment section below what you think if we will have a online-only future when it comes to gaming. I can see Xbox doing this in the future because, Xbox has really pushed for that. And recently, Sony, with the PlayStation 5 Slim Physical Edition, that console does need a first-time setup, but it has to have a Wi-Fi connection. And if you do have a broken DVD drive and you replace it, you have to reconnect every single time. Or if you do a reset, I believe, you have to reactivate the disk drive, which I think is just ridiculous. But anyway, tell me in the comment section below what you think about gaming being only online in the future, and if this is a possibility. But me, I'm against it because, yes, obviously I'm making YouTube videos. Obviously everybody has an internet connection, but gaming never really needed it because, the PlayStation 2 didn't need a internet connection. You just play games out, the original Xbox, Game consoles, in my opinion, should always have the single-player offline experience because, if you have online services go down, you can still enjoy your games. And the good thing is people can still go back to a PS3, play those games perfectly fine. Same with Xbox 360, same with multiple consoles in the past. And I hope that in the future, it's not going to be online only because I think, in my opinion, that would ruin the experience. But anyway, I'm in the videos, so tell me in the comment section below what you think about this, and leave a like if you enjoyed the video. And I hope everyone had an awesome day or night. Oh yeah.